Welcome back to the realm of the mindful madman. I had an experience recently that really made me sit and think hard about it. I mean, I've had this multiple times, but the most recent one was just made me really sit there and ponder. But essentially, I wanted to say that sometimes you just gotta let things ride. Sometimes you just have to allow things to happen without always trying to insert yourself and fix it. And this especially goes with your relationships with people. Things you may see them doing or paths you may see them going down that you in your spirit may think or know that will lead them to a certain level of destruction, or if not destruction, it will lead them down a road that might not always produce good fruit. And it's harder for me to not say something when it's people that I care about, people that are on this walk, on this path. And sometimes you will be called to say something or ask a question. Other times you don't. I used to be someone that would throw all that out the window and just say stuff, right? But sometimes you saying more than what you should can make the situation worse. And one of the things that I'm realizing on this walk is that even if you want to help someone, or you want to show them the right way, or you want to just be like, yo, why don't you think about this or that, you have to have the mindset where you realize after you've already spoken, or if you've already said certain things, or maybe you didn't say certain things and it wasn't put on your spirit to say it, but maybe your flesh wanted to say it because you just wanted to, like, yo, why don't you see it this way? I think that sometimes we get in the way of Yah's design and journey that he may be having a person on. Sometimes people have to go down a certain path to really get it and understand something, right? That you may have gotten or understood easier. And then vice versa. Sometimes I will probably go down a certain path that someone I know or someone else has understand easier. And I think a part of wisdom and self-control is also knowing when to just shut up, when to just be like, nah, I'm gonna just let this be in Yah's hands and pray over that person. I'm not gonna try to do X, Y, and Z or argue or any of that, because it might just make it worse, because at the end of the day, we're finite beings, and what we think is right and what we think we know isn't always the right thing, right? And sometimes we may know, or Yah may put on our heart that something is right or wrong, but at the end of the day, you just gotta let some things ride and let the Most High work on them, and just keep praying for that person. Keep fighting in the spirit over the people you care about, but you still got to let them make their own decision and just move in that way. And that's really it. That's really it. And that's also like the beauty of life in general, because so many things happen to different people and different paths we go down, and it shapes us in distinct ways. But I do believe that at the end of the day, those that are chosen, regardless of what path they go down or what they discover or what they digress to or whatever, they will see the light and reach that final form and come back to the Most High. It may not look the way you want it to be. It may not look the way I want it to be, because I'm really speaking this to myself as well. But you just gotta let Yah do his thing. Whatever is meant to be will be, and there's nothing really else to go off of that. Honestly, don't put your energy towards things you can't control. That's really it. You obviously spread the light, you spread the word. If you have something on your heart to share, but don't try to dominate your opinion over people. I'm learning not to do that anymore, although it's hard, because sometimes I really do see like people I know, like, dang, bro, like, this ain't right. Like, doesn't matter. You know, you say what you need to say, speak your piece, and then you let Yah do the rest. You let God do the rest. And that's it. That's really it. Because there's more things that we're called to do than always trying to dish out our opinion on everything. And that's like the concept of the mindful madman, the concept of becoming a shadow, is that you learn with wisdom from the Most High to learn when to speak and when not to speak. And the more you use that type of self-control, you actually gain strength and knowledge on how to deal with people. Knowing when something needs to be said and when you just need to be like, I bet. Okay, word. And then let the Most High do his thing. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what Yah is working on in people's lives. It's so different. Everyone's story is different. So I just wanted to come on here and say that sometimes you just gotta let things ride, even in your own life. Don't always try to control every situation. Obviously, do what you can with what you can control. Getting your mind, spirit, body right, becoming a better person, all that. But outside of that, things that you can't control, don't stress yourself out. Just give it to God and move on. That's it. The film is finished, but reality is not. May the road ahead be not your destroyer. Yah is working. Things are shifting. Just continue to do your part. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.